You will be broke, overweight, and lonely if you don't learn how to master these three secrets to life. And the last one everyone has an issue with. Health, mentally, physically, spiritually, is your health. How's your mental health? How's your physical health? What can you do? Mental health, physical health, spiritual health. Who do you pray to? What is your foundation of your health? A lot of people try to jump into wealth so quickly, trying to make money, try to do this kind of stuff. They don't know their mental health. They don't know how to stay peaceful in the middle of chaos. They don't know who to pray to. So yeah, your wealth is going to struggle and suffer because you don't have a foundation. Your health, mentally, physically, spiritually, is your foundation. You have health, then you have wealth. Wealth, that is your education, right? Your intellect. What do you have up there? Your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind, your conscious mind, your conscientious mind. A lot of people don't know what the difference between consciousness and conscientious is. You have to use your consciousness, your subconsciousness, and your unconsciousness to try to do what's right, to try to do what is effective. That's how you get conscientiousness. People don't know how to deal with intention. The other aspect of wealth that people struggle with is the money. Money is how you build wealth. Money is not wealth. There's a lot of people with a lot of money, but they don't have any wealth built. Okay? You have to build wealth. Wealth, it deals with you having to serve people with what you are good at, what you have to offer to the world. You're serving it to people, and they're paying you for it. What do you have? What is your wealth? And people are trying to get all these quick stuff with business. Try things out, especially if you're under 30, you're in your teens or you're in your 20s. Try a bunch of stuff. Try different businesses, but don't make money the goal. Make wealth the goal. You're not going to take, hammer and nails, which is meant to build a house, and you're gonna try to collect all your nails and hammers, and you worship those, and you try to live for those. No. The goal is the house. It's the thing that you build with it. Okay? Money's a tool. All right? You have to learn how to use it. But you have to know first, it is a tool. And you have to learn how to use a tool. Learn its ins and outs, what it does, how the world uses it. The business of America is business. Okay? You got to learn that, especially if you're here, in the U.S. Money, man. Money doesn't make the world go around, but it does make some countries go around. Now, the other aspect of wealth that everybody needs to understand is community. Who trusts you? Who actually likes you? Who looks at your brand and says, yeah, I trust him? They can look at you and say, that's what he does. That's what she does. They know right off the bat what they do. Okay? Now, you have health and wealth, which people struggle with, right? Then the last thing is relationships. A lot of people try to hop into like dating and marriage and all these exclusive long-term relationships, but their health is trash. Their wealth, they don't know that money is a tool, so they don't even know how to use it, And so they hop into these relationships unhealthy, big-backed, and literally with no money and no wealth and nothing built and no community, nowhere that you can trust. Like if you go on a date with someone, right? Guys, if I'm talking to guys, you want to be able to go to a place where people know you. I'm giving you some game, by the way. Go to a place where everybody knows you. That builds credibility on your end. That actually helps your status. Don't make status your God. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, hey, if you want to impress your lady, take them out somewhere, and everybody, and everybody knows you, and you have a hookup everywhere you go. Everyone knows you. Your community matters, but it's not that you're getting stuck at people worshiping you. It's that people are excited to see you because they know what you provide them. They're pleased with the work that you do for the community. And so when you get into relationships, you try to fall in love when you should really be walking in love. But you try to fall, you hurt yourself because you didn't have a stable foundation in your spiritual and mental and physical health. And you didn't know how to build wealth. You didn't know that money was a tool to build wealth. You didn't know that education, your intellect actually matters, what you know and what you understand and what the things you gain with wisdom. People don't understand the difference between knowledge and wisdom and understanding. Those are all different things. Like, okay, so the three aspects of relationships, which everyone seems to struggle with, that's your love. There's different types of love that you have to understand, you know? There's agape love, there's filial love, there's storge love, and there's eros love. A lot of people say, I love this, or I love you, or I love this thing. You don't know which love you're talking about. And most of the time, it's not agape love, and it should be. But, you know, then you have relationships, and under relationships, love. Then you have social intelligence. Intelligence is how you apply knowledge and skills, right? That's intelligence. So when you have social intelligence, you know how to socially apply this wisdom, this knowledge, these skill sets. How do you go about your social life? You know, who are your friends? You know, there's a scripture that says, don't be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. But listen, you have to overcome evil with good. You have to overcome people doing bad things with you doing what's right, regardless. Always do what's right to the best you can. Of course, no one's perfect, but try to do the best you can to do what is right. And the last aspect of relationships is consistency. How consistent are you with your friends? How consistent are you with yourself? Do you love yourself? A lot of people try to get into these relationships and say, I love you. The question you need to ask the person, ladies, if you're in a relationship with a man and they're saying they love you, you need to ask them, do you love yourself? And let them talk. Don't say nothing. Don't try to explain nothing. Do you love yourself? And tell me how you love yourself. That'll tell you everything you need to know about them. You know, so are you staying consistent with your relationship with God? Are you staying consistent with your parents, with your spouse, with your children, with your neighbors? You know, consistency does a lot, man. But when you're inconsistent, that also says a lot about a person as well. It shows you their interest. It shows you their investment and that they're putting into the relationship. Once people are inconsistent, man, trust issues start to come about. Uncertainty starts to happen because you stop doing things on a regular basis now. What's going on? You know? So there's health, there's wealth, and there's relationships. When you learn how to master those three things, you manage them very well. You can then be effective in life. You're now ready to leave a mark on the world, a good one. There's things that you're still designed to do to have an effect on this world. And it comes with you knowing how to take care of your health mentally, physically, spiritually. It takes responsibility, you know, on your wealth, educationally, monetarily, and your community-wise. It takes responsibility and investment in your relationships, in love, in social intellect, and in consistency. You have to know these things. And a lot of people suffer in their business and their families also because they don't know how to manage their singleness. They don't know how to manage their mental health. They don't even know what mental health is. Mental health wasn't popular back in the 70s, 80s, especially before that. You know, we've come so far to understand things, you know, get better at paying attention to how we feel and different things. So take time to look into your your life and the phases of your life of health and wealth and relationships. When you learn how to master those things, you can be effective to the world. You can do what you need to do. You can walk in confidence, knowing Yeah, I'm here for a reason. I'm not living on accident. I'm living on purpose because God made me on purpose. I'm not an accident. I'm not a mistake. I'm not a mistake. I'm a purpose. I am a reason why. Purpose is a reason why. Why are you here? And a lot of people think their purpose in life, I was just talking to my brother about this. They think their purpose in life is to find their purpose in life. So they keep searching for why all these scientists and all these looking at genes, all this kind of stuff, whatever. And anthropology is cool stuff to study. But you can find out why. And once you figure out why, you need to be doing that. That's the purpose, is actually living out your purpose, not trying to find it your whole life. And for those who do struggle with it, just you have to figure out your health, mentally, physically, spiritually, and that spiritual health. That's where a lot of your purpose comes in. Okay? Purpose falls in the category of health, spiritual health. Because once you know your reason why, your mental health, you know how to handle situations. You know what to say yes to, and you know what to say no to. And you know what to say I don't know to. Because you're humble enough. You're like, this is my purpose. This is something that I don't know how to do yet, and I'm trying to see if I need to learn this so it can help me live out my purpose better. All right, guys. So for those interested, I do have a course out that actually teaches how to manage your health and wealth and relationships. All those things I listed, the subcategories, it's all in there. So DM me or comment the word muse if you are interested. It is for those who are serious about taking the next step to their life and to their business and to their health and to their wealth, to their relationships, to their connections, to their communities. That's who this is for. It's not for the procrastinator. It's not for the person who keeps delaying their purpose on earth. Why would you delay your purpose on earth? That's crazy. So I don't know why I'm here, so I'm just going to go another day just kind of shrugging my shoulders, being sluggish, being lazy. Nah. Those who work hard and really want to live out their life successfully and purposefully, this course is for you. DM me the word muse or comment the word muse. You'll get a head start. See you guys next time.